What up, YouTube? Today we're going to be putting some custom tunes on the Eridepro app. So let's transform this Eridepro SS 3.0 and see what we come up with some crazy tunes. Let's get it. All right, so today's goal is to hopefully make a nice, easy wheelie mode for all those guys who, like me, who suck at wheelies, and hopefully can hit that balance point on a little nice, easy tune. We'll also create an aggressive track style drag racing mode because why not? Anyways, hopefully we don't blow this bike up. Let's get into the settings and get into this video. All right, we took the battery out to show you this Bluetooth dongle. This is the supplied Bluetooth dongle that came with this Eridepro SS 3.0. As you can see, it is a 4-pin flat connector. It appears like it might have some kind of Eridepro adapter to this Bluetooth dongle. Might be some cheap Bluetooth dongle from China or something, but basically it has some type of adapter that's on it, and it's connected to the main harness. So this thing was tucked up in the back of the bike, back there. You know, you might have it, you might not have it, but either way, this is what it looks like. I'm just going to talk about this app on the bike real quick on our way to test and tune. It's a track that's on a closed course in Mexico. If you know anything about this Eridepro SS 3.0, you know it has a lot of torque. I mean, you barely twist this throttle and you can feel the lift off, you know, which is awesome, but I'm new to this bike and I suck at wheelies. So I always wondered if like the pro riders and all the other people you see, if they had some kind of cheat code or some kind of special throttle, you know, but turns out it's just time in this seat and a well-balanced throttle curve, all right? So the Eride has simplified this app and have really made it super easy, you know, instead of having to change all your parameters and all the ratios, you know, which you could definitely get wrong and blow up your bike, but basically all the fine tuning is gone. Basically, they simplified the throttle response, and it's basically a line graph value from 25 to 75%. So basically, more to the left, more torque, to the right means less torque, you know, and that's essentially what I'm trying to achieve. So essentially, you tune it, the throttle response, you know, you're gonna have two modes, basically eco and sport. And I figured eco is obviously gonna have the less power and sport's gonna have the more, all right? So the plan is to create an easy learn to wheelie mode that's, you know, a little more forgiving, and I should obviously be in the higher percentage, okay? So like I wanna pop up the wheel around 10 miles an hour in eco, and then in sport probably over 20 or over 30, you know. Also for fun, I'll try and make a track mode, well, just because, you know, in case you want to do some drag racing or whatever, but time to dial in these settings, and I'll try to put screenshots on the screen of what I'm using, and let's see if we can hold this balance point, and let's get it. All right, we're on a closed course in Mexico, and I want to go over the settings. For the max speed on both modes, just go ahead and crank it to 60 miles an hour. It really doesn't matter. If you are a beginner like me and you suck at wheelies, you want to have your max power in between that 50 and 60% range. For sport, probably 80 to 100. It's honestly, it really doesn't matter here. Your acceleration curve, you want to be in that 70 to 75%. Okay, somewhere in that range. It's just that throttle feels amazing. All right. I was literally about to show you this wheelie right now. The setting's awesome, but of course there's a cop coming up on me right now. Hope this isn't my last video. All right, we're gonna find out right here in 2 seconds. Get it.
Lock them up.
Oh man.
Lock them up.
All right, we're back to the video. Let's see if we got the meta settings going at 10 miles an hour. Let's get it. Oh man. I'll tell you what, that throttle, balance point. Face it again. Oh, we're chasing. That's fuck. Balance point. Oh, dude. I'm telling you what. This app on the go, change any setting you want while you're cruising is just crazy. All right, I've been able to just sit here, change the settings like nothing. I'm gonna have to blur that out. But anyways, here's sport mode. Let's go to 10 mile an hour roll, pop it up, let's get it. Same thing. Car coming, sorry, I had to get out of the freaking way. All right, I gotta get another clip of sport because the damn van screwed me up. All right, let's try this again. Butter. I'm telling you, this throttle, I'm kind of chasing. The balance point look at that. Oh my gosh. If I was good at riding a bike, I could have maybe hit a no-hander, one-hander, which is absolutely insane. I never in a million years thought I'd be able to hit a wheelie, but here we are with this freaking app. Oh, shout out to Eride. App's amazing. Let's go ahead and throw in a drag racing tune. We'll just make some crap up and see how crazy it is. All right, as far as drag and track mode go, I've tried everything. I've tried lowering the max power, messing with the acceleration curve. It seems like your best bet is putting at 60 miles an hour for your max speed. Max power is obviously 100%. And it seems like the 45 to 55% for the acceleration curve is the best bet. But no matter what, you can't just give it a rip. You have to kind of give it that little feather off the rip. Obviously, I'm lined up with an Ultra B. I'm gonna lean forward a little bit and send it. That's pretty much it. I don't want to crash any cars. Oh, we're sliding the rear tire. I almost forgot, for any of the advanced wheelie bros who are ripping it, going really fast, you're gonna definitely want your acceleration curve way low. It seems like 30% to 40%. Obviously you want your max speed, max power, but if you want to lift it up going about 30, 35, 40, this is going to be able to lift that wheel up no problem with the amount of torque it's going to give you. I'll show you here in a second. All right, let's get this bike to about 30. All right, at 30, pop it up. So much torque on this bad boy. Woo! Sorry, I had to bring it down. I'm not good at those speed bumps, so I'll definitely wipe out. But yeah, if you're a wheelie bro, you're gonna want that torque down there, man. Seems like that 30 to 40 range is where it's at. All right, what I'm gonna probably be running as my daily rider, non-wheelie mode, is gonna be this daily tune, we'll call it, is gonna be a max speed of 60, max power of 65. Sport, we want all the way 60, 100, but for the acceleration curve, 48. So I noticed coming home, I had it in the wheelie mode and it wasn't enough power after 20 to really lift it up. So like I said, you gotta be in, I think, that 30 to 40 range if you're going fast, but around 48, I usually cruise in the 20s. So anywhere in the 20s, 48% for the acceleration curve is plenty to pop it up. So this is gonna be my daily tune. I'll screenshot and upload it here. All right, let's check out this little daily tune. The throttle is way more snappy. Very, it's almost too much power. I like it in the low settings. Let's get it up to like 25 if I wanted to pick it up that speed. Yep, little too much power, but if you guess you could say you're a seasoned rider, that's probably it. All right, to give you a quick summary of everything in this video, the Eridepro app is absolutely amazing. It's so easy to use, very user-friendly, and guess what? You really can't screw up any settings to damage your bike. The max speed and the max power on the bike, on the settings, really doesn't matter. Throw them all the way to the right at 100%, 60 miles an hour. The only real thing that there's a tuning portion to actually play with is the throttle curve. All right, if you're a seasoned rider, good at wheelies, things like that, you're gonna want it in the low 25 to 35 range to just give it that snappy throttle, so much torque, you can pop it up at any speed. For all the new guys who are still trying to learn how to wheelie and try to find that balance point, you're gonna want it all the way to the right, kind of in that upper 70 range, okay? 70 to 75%. And that pretty much sums up the app, all right? Remember, life's short, buy a bike. Until the next episode, see you later.